Yo, what's up guys, I'm Yannick from the Producer School and this is Devotion, the ultimate tech and minimal house producer pack. It has been an amazing year for house music already. Tech house was never as big as it is right now and it's extending its boundaries. Over the last few months, we carefully created the ultimate all-in-one tech and minimal house producer pack with a lot of unique sounds that can be used in your own productions. The pack was inspired by labels like Defected, Toolroom, Solid Grooves and artists like Bibi, PAWSA, John Summit, Chris Tussie and more, just to name a few. It's one of our biggest packs so far in terms of size, and let me give you a quick overview of what's all inside the pack. In Devotion, you will find over 110 presets for Serum, 3 project files for FL Studio as well as Ableton 10, a sample pack containing all the essentials like drums, effects, drum loops, fills and so much more, a vocal pack containing 100% royalty-free vocals, loops like piano loops, bass loops and brass loops. If you want to check out the pack yourself and support the channel, then use the link in the description or click the link over here, which goes to our website theproducerschool.com, and there you will find even more preview and information about the pack. As always, it's better to hear all the sounds in action instead of me talking about them, so let me now give you a preview of 3 project files that are in the pack. Now let's check out a few of the over 110 Serum presets that are in the pack. Over here we have the list of all the presets that are in the pack. Let's just start with some basses first. The first bass I want to show you is called Bridge and goes like this. For every preset we included macros, so you can change up the sound, add some effects and just make the preset a little bit different. For this preset you can make it more like a sub bass, or you can open up the cutoff with macro 2. Bass Calm is a really nice and warm saw bass with a little bit of punch. Let's add some distortion or some dirt. Bass chap works really well if you want to add some more punch to your drops. Bass close. Bass down was inspired by a track on Defected Records. I'm not sure what the name was of the track, but anyways, this is how it sounds. Bass Feelings is a really analog sounding bass. Make it more plucky with Macro 2. Some delay. Bass Goofy is this 808 style bass that you can hear in a lot of tech house tracks nowadays, and it sounds like this. Bass Groover works really well in minimal house with groovy bass lines and sounds like this. Bass Love. This is Bass Midnight. Bass Organic is the typical organ bass that you can hear in so many house tracks. It has been used a lot, but that's for a good reason, because it's just an amazing sound to use in your house tracks. Bass Paw was inspired by the man PAWSA and sounds like this. And on to the final bass that I want to show you. This one is a really cool bass step sound and sounds like this. There are also some FX sounds in the pack. This one is called End. FX bottom and FX zip. Onto some leads. The first one is called Bang and was inspired by Fisher and goes like this. You can change the LFO rate with Macro 2. Lead Crazy. Lead Endless as a modulation on the fine tuning with LFO 1, which makes it sounding a little bit off key, but that's what makes the sound really unique. Make it more like a plug. Lead Enemy. Lead Living has some heavy detuning going on and goes like this. Lead Make. Sunrise. And then this is the last lead that I want to show you, and it's called Tube. Here are some plugs This one was inspired by PAWSA, and it goes like this. Add some delay with macro 2. Plug I. Plug headphone. For plug Ibiza, the velocity is linked to the filter cutoff. So when you press a note softly, the cutoff is low, and when you press the note harder, it opens up. And you can create some very interesting rhythms and grooves with it. This is plug now. And this is plug side, which can be used with chords as well. Perfect for minimal house. Let me show you some synths. This first one is called backstep, and the velocity of the sound controls the decay, which can sound like this. We got a lot of chord steps in the pack because that's what they use a lot in tech and minimal house. And this one is called Chicago. You can add a bass to it. Synth Every is a soft sine synth, and this one works also really well with chords for minimal house and can sound like this. Synth Fairy is a pad with a nice phaser going on, and it sounds like this. Some more chord steps. This is house step 1. House step 4. Then the final preset that I'm going to show you is called Paris, and it's this Rhodes piano made out of a wavetable and sounds like this. Now I'm going to show you the sample pack of Devotion. First of all, we got some loops. We have some bass loops, brass loops, and piano loops. Here are some piano loops. We included the MIDI files for these, so you can change them up if you want to. Or you can just use the loop that already has been made. Then there are some additional MIDI files that haven't been used in the loops, and you can just check them out for yourself on the website. There are 25 of them, and they're all key labeled. For the sample pack, we have some bass shots. Drum loops, and we divided them in percussion loops like these. And top loops, which are more like full top loops that you can use. Essentials like drums, we got claps, closed heads, kicks, open heads, a lot of percussion sounds because it's really important to use percussion in your tech or minimal house tracks. They really make a track stand out. So we put a lot of them in the pack, a total of 50. rim shots, snares, and that's it for the drums. Moving on, we got some drum fills like these. And they are just amazing to work with when you're creating build-ups. You just drag them in there and got a great build-up already. Then for the effects, just the usual stuff like downlifters, impacts, a bunch of random FX sounds, uplifters, and for the FX we also made some scratches, some really housey old school vibes, as well as some vinyl noise, which is like really important to layer underneath your drums to give it this more old school vibe. Just some vinyl crackles. And then finally we got some synth shots. Most of them are chord steps because they are used a lot in those tech and minimal house tracks. There's also a vocal pack inside Devotion. I picked a few of them. There's like a total of 20 vocals in the pack, which are 100% royalty free. So you don't have to ask us permission in order to release them on all major streaming platforms. So yeah, here are a few of them.
Back to back. It's hard. In the club. Yeah. Can you feel the connection?
If you want to check out more previews of the vocals, then head over to the link in the description. And that's everything that's inside the pack. Like for any of our new packs, we're going to give away the pack to a few people in the comments. So make sure to drop a nice comment and you get a chance to win this pack. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram for more producer-related content. We have been really active on there lately, and it's also an amazing platform to level up your skills and learn new things. For now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.